Um,
You want to wait another minute? Let me see. Let me text.
Hey, welcome everybody. This is our first team meeting on a Zoom on a wonderful Sunday evening, and our team is really growing. And let me say this: this is my first Zoom, so bear with me. I mean, this is something brand new to me, and but I'm sure we'll do many more in the near future as our team grows and as our team grow, and as we put more people on. We're going to hold these Zoom meetings for training, for motivation, just for the camaraderie of it. But I'd like to thank each and every one of you guys for showing up: Pandora, Sean, John, and I think the call-in is Mr. William Lloyd. So I'd like to welcome everyone for coming on taking their time out to come on, okay? But what we're going to get started and what we're going to be doing here, we're just going to go around the table and we're just going to sort of introduce ourselves and tell a little bit about ourselves. Tell a little bit about, what we do, where we come from, what we're doing in our business, the excitement about your business, and just tell a little bit about yourself, about your story. I think all of us have we all have a compelling story. I think everyone has a compelling story because, we all have backgrounds. We all have trials and tribulations. We have our ups and downs. And so, believe it or not, the world loves to hear this stuff because that's what adds that. I think that's what adds that cohesiveness to a team when everybody has a story. But enough of that. Let's go ahead and get started. And I guess I'll go ahead and start with myself. I'm going to go ahead and get myself out of the way because I think everybody else, as the host, I just want everybody to sort of get to know who I am. But my name is Michael White. Hey, I'm a purebred country boy from the state of North Carolina. I got into internet network marketing way back in the day. Sometime really before the internet. I started doing some direct mail stuff, had some small successes way back when, probably in the early 90s. But even before that, I'm a veteran. I served in the U.S. Navy from 1990 to 94. So I'm proud to say that I served my country. But, for me, I just wouldn't cut out for that. So when I got out, I decided, I wanted to go into the auto body industry. So I got a job in a body shop in a dealership, and I learned, how to repair cars. I learned collision work, and it has served me well over the years. But as you get older, you start to realize that, this stuff gets tough. I mean, physical labor. And so your train of thought sort of starts to shift. And so I started to look for something that I could make money in where I didn't have to work as hard. But generally, when we start other businesses, especially traditional businesses, what we do, we end up creating just a job for ourselves. And so when the market for the housing industry started to get very lucrative and a lot of people were buying and selling houses, I jumped into that market. I became a loan officer and I started buying and selling houses. And hey, things were going pretty good until it crashed. And when it crashed, my income crashed, and at that time I had made more money than I had ever made in my life. And I said, wow, how can I replace this income? I had to go back into the auto body industry. Long story short, the way I said I would replace that income is through marketing, because I think inside marketing, whether it's direct mail, whether it's the internet, whatever, I think the sky's the limit. So I think we're in the right place at the right time. But moving forward to now, this program that we're doing, that we're all involved in, I looked at it for a couple of weeks. I kept seeing it on the internet, on YouTube, and then I saw Pandora, which she's my sponsor. I saw she was doing it. So, one day I had, I said, I just called her up. I was at work and I called her up. And I said, hey, Pandora, I said, what is it with this 30-day success formula? I see that you're promoting it. I said, tell me about it. So she went on to explain to me that, it's a great program. I mean, it converts like you wouldn't believe. And so she told me a little bit about her sponsor, which is Mr. William Lloyd. And so that was very inspiring to me. So, it doesn't take a lot for me. When something makes sense, I go ahead and I go with it. So I immediately joined. I went ahead and joined. And now I'm at the point where I'm getting ready to do my first campaign. I got the company sending some letters out for me, but I got stuff going out in the morning myself through the mail, postcards. I started with some postcards, and I got some other stuff that I'm doing. But I'm excited. I think this is something that a lot of people are going to get a lot of success out of, and and as we grow, I think this opens the doors to so many other avenues. I think it opens the door to so much other stuff. But that's enough about me. I mean, that's enough about me. I want to hear from some of you other guys, and I'm gonna start to unmute everyone unless we get a lot of background. If we get a lot of background, let's just try to unmute ourselves. If we get a lot of noise, let's just mute ourselves. Pandora, I can't unmute you. Okay, you unmuted. Okay. All right. Well, we're going to start. Let's Mr. Sean. Can you hear me?
Yes, I can. Can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you loud and clear. Hey, I'm gonna give you the mic. Go ahead and tell us your story. Tell us about yourself.
All right. First of all, good evening, family, and I just want to say that this is an honor and absolute privilege to be a part of this team. So it's a little bit about me. Make it short and sweet, because normally I can be pretty long-winded, but I'm gonna try to be pretty short and sweet here. A little bit about myself. My name is Sean White, originally from Brooklyn, New York, born and raised. Spent some time in Miami, Florida, and I'm out here in Atlanta, Georgia. Been out here for about 3 years. I'm still new as far as with online marketing, entrepreneurship. My background does consist of as far as like sales and customer service. So I love as far as we're helping people. And currently I am involved as far as in the direct mailing industry. So I do have a few, business ventures that I'm taking a part of. And each and every single day I'm learning and I'm growing. So in one of my organizations, I'm actually a leader. And it's just a beautiful journey. A lot of ups and downs, of course. And, but like I said, I'm learning something new each and every single day. What attracted me here to this company? It's kind of funny. One of my team members that's actually in my other company, he was actually mentioned to me about this business, about 30 Days Success. And he was telling me, as far as like what the success of what people were doing, how average men and women were actually being very successful as long as they, implement and apply. So I said, okay, interesting. I'm a man that I like to keep an open mind. And like I said, I have a passion for really helping people. So what I started doing, I actually started researching the company. I started looking at people, but believe it or not, Miss Pandora Martin and a few others, and it's really, really caught my attention. So with that, I went back to him and I said, you know what? This is something that I believe can be pretty rewarding. So I got started, joined level 2, and I'm just here to learn as much as possible and to really, as far as, add this on and really take this to as high as I can. So you said something that was very profound, Micah. You said as far as that, this can literally open up doors in different avenues as well. And that's something that really struck my attention because that's definitely my ultimate goal. So I do have other sources of income, but also I want to add this as well. So that way, you know, this can be a platform to help so many other men and women out there. So that's my goal. And that's the reason why I'm here. And again, I'm so excited. So I thank Thomas Brimley. I thank Miss Pandora Martin. Miss Pandora, you have been awesome. I appreciate your time. You have been truly a blessing. And since we're close, hopefully one day we can go ahead and meet up. Hopefully, even if it's 5 or 10 minutes, you know, at that span. But
Absolutely.
Micah, that's me. That's my story. And you take it away, sir.
All right. I thank you for that, Mr. Sean. Hey, we might be somewhere down the line. You're a white and I'm a white.
Amen. Hey, we probably cousins.
Yeah, we probably cousins somewhere down the line. Ain't nothing wrong with that. Hey,
Amen.
yeah. But yeah, I think, like I said, you know, this could, you know, this is the big beginning for a lot of people. And I think, you know, what we see when we look at this stuff, not only on our team, but other people, you know, a lot of newbies are making money inside this business. I mean, they really doing things and sort of catapulting their business, you know, to where, you know, before people never had the success. I mean, they never had the stuff that was just sort of laid out for us to where, you know, it just makes it so easy. I mean, and like I say, with the perks of this business, you know, who offers a 90-day money back guarantee? I mean, who does that? Who fronts your first mailings? I mean, who fronts you the money to say, hey, we're going to put you on the platform and we're going to ensure that you're successful because we're going to send this stuff out to a known list that is known to convert on your behalf so you can get off to a good start. Because I think what most of us have to understand is that if you can get a person, if you can get someone that's participating in a business, if you can get them a result quickly, you got them. They stay motivated and they learn how to promote a business in a way that they can be successful if you can get a result quick. And so I think this is what this offers. And so, like I said, I'm super excited, but we're going to move on. I think we got John. Can you hear me, John? John? I don't think John is here. John, okay.
I see him in there, but he's not responding. He must have walked away or something.
Yeah, okay, well, what we're going to do, we're going to pass the mic on to Miss Pandora.
Right, yay.
I hear you loud and clear. Here you go. The mic is yours.
Well, I can get long-winded too, so I'm gonna kind of try to chop it down. Well, my history is I was in corporate America for over 10 plus years. My background is project management, so I won't name the company, but trust me, it's a huge, giant corporation I used to work for. So at any rate, I'm kind of like Micah. I've always been in network marketing way back in the 90s, you know, from Noni Juice and all that kind of stuff. So I've always been a person to dibble and dabble in, you know, network marketing. And 2011, I discovered, I was like, you know, people are making money online. I was still working. And I said, I got to figure out how to do this. And I came online and lost thousands and tried to figure it out, made a little here, there. Just couldn't figure out the internet marketing part of it. So 2013, I discovered direct mail, and that's when I found my success. So I've been doing that, and later on, I found out how to do the internet marketing. With the two, you know, I've been unstoppable ever since. So, and then when 2015 came, the layoff came for me, I just didn't look back. I just kept going. So to bring it up to where I am right now, the gentleman that introduced me to 30-Day Success Formula has been a part of a few opportunities that I'm in. And he called me. I'll never forget it. William, you may not remember, but it was a Friday. And I was busy, tied up with family. And he said, hey, I got something you're going to be interested in. It's direct mail. I know you love it. And I said, well, I can't talk right now. Just shoot me an email. So he sent me the PDF. But before I read the sales letter, I looked at he wrote me a short email. And I've shared this with you guys online. When I read his message, basically his testimony, whether he knew it or not, that was a testimony for me. And I said, well, wait a minute. William is saying he's making money in this. And I knew this would work for the masses. So I said, well, after I read the testimony, I was intrigued. And then I opened the sales letter. And once I read, what the company offered, the advertising, the sales letter converted me, because I never talked back to William. It closed me reading that sales letter. So I'm saying if that sales letter closed me, it's going to close, everybody that looks at it. So from that point, I read it. I was in. And then I started texting them back and forth. Hey, let me ask you this question. Let me ask you that question. Then by that time, Saturday came around. I called the company because I said, I'm going to see if they're going to call me back. Because I wanted to make sure the customer service was, up to par. I called them on a Saturday. They were closed. On Monday, mid-afternoon, they called me back. That's when I started asking all the questions. They answered all my questions. They were very professional. They weren't pushy, any of that. And then what I liked is they asked me first, well, they assumed I was looking at a sales letter. They said, well, who is box number 2 on that sales letter? So that told me, okay, they're going to try to make sure I get maybe put under that person or plug it in the system. So I told them, and they said, okay, great. They asked me my name. They asked me my email. And then from that point, they actually emailed me back, from the conversation and just said, hey, you said you're interested in, because I started at level 2. I'm at 3 now. And they just emailed me back, for the conversation and told me how to get set up. But from that point, I knew this is something I needed to share with everyone. And it's been very good to me for the short period of time. My official welcome letter, I went back and looked at the email, was 3/18. So I haven't even been in this a month yet. And I have to show this because I know people are going to see this. I haven't been in a month, and look at this. Does this work?
Amen. Amen.
You see all these, look at all this.
Wow.
Amen. Wow.
Okay. So does it work? Absolutely. Okay. So less than a month. And, for me, I'm right about 3K. Okay. But I'm working toward my sponsor, trying to go to the next level. So I'm shooting for level 4 next. And with that being said, before I do that, I just want to say I'm glad everybody's here. And we formed a group, guys. It's called the Mail Order Freedom Team. Okay, so that's the name of this group. So with that being said, I want to introduce my sponsor. He's on the line. That's the surprise we got. Mr. William Lloyd, are you there?
Yes, I'm here. Can you hear me?
Awesome. I can hear you, my friend.
Loud and clear, William.
All right. Okay, my name is William Lloyd. I live in Miami, Florida, born and raised, and husband, father, grandfather. Got an auto detailing business for 35 years. And who was that was telling me, the body collision guy there, but, getting older, it gets tougher and tougher to go out there, man, and it's kind of hot down here too, so I was looking I was in the direct mail business. I made a few dollars here and there. I never did the online thing, because like I said, when I come home at the end of the day, I don't want to get on a computer. I don't want to try to do this and do that and sit down till midnight, my eyeballs popping out of my head, going back and forth, all that, if you can do that, fantastic. I just could do it. Okay. All right. So I got a guy who sends me every time he joins something, he sends it to me. Hey, Bill, you need to look at this. Bill, you need to look at that. Okay. So I looked at this one. He says, I've been, for a couple months already. I made 10 grand. Oh, really? Okay. You got my attention, so I checked it out and, I emailed the lady I was doing some business with, and I said, take a look at this. Cause I joined, as soon as he told me, I joined at level number 1, I came in level number 1. So as soon as I sent it to another lady who I did some business with, she's an elderly lady. She came in, I just sent her an email. She joined this thing, went straight to level 5.
Wow.
And she told me to hers, all of a sudden I had $600 in a week. I said, oh my goodness. I know something's going on here, you know. And I started, and I went to level 2. Every dime I've made, I put back into the company in different levels. I went from level 1, level 2, and now I'm at level 4 in like 4 months, you know. So I get $1,000 a pop, you know, when somebody comes to my level, you know. But that's what it was, man. I could understand how this thing worked like that, but you know, everybody's looking for something that's real. And this is real. This is the real McCoy. And tell you, like I said, I've been working for like 35 years, detailing business. I was retiring at the end of the month, but I'm retired already. This has helped me already speed up my retirement. I'm done. You know, I got some boys. My boys have been running for him for the last month or so, and I haven't been back to work since April. I haven't been back to work since March. You know, maybe do one car a week. I got a couple great customers, you know, that really pay well. You know, I don't have to do much. But other than that, I'm done. Another thing, you know, all my bills are being paid. I had a guy over today. My roof was leaking for 6 months. I had a guy over 2 days to fix it, you know, and that cost me like $700. You know, it was no big deal, you know, because in the last 4 months I've made about $9,000.
Wow.
Wow.
Hey, William.
Wow.
All my bills are being paid, you know, and every day since I joined, I get money in the mail. Man, I can't wait to get the mailbox, you know, every day, you know. But you know, I'm not home, you know, during the day. But when I get back, that's the first thing I do: check my mailbox. And by the door, you know, these FedEx guys, you know, the only problem I have, they just drop packages off at your door, you know. That's the thing, man. You know, I'm gonna have to get me a public mailbox, one of those the UPS.
Right.
Because these guys got so many thieves these days, you know. With these people, you know, they come to your door, see as many packages on the porch and stuff, you know. I'm afraid somebody's gonna grab one of these FedEx packages or something, you know, with $500-600 in it, you know. So starting next month, I'm going to get me a public mailbox. You know, I ain't worried about the priority mails, but the other FedEx, you know, they don't, you know, sign for it anymore. Just bang on your door and take off, you know. Come on, man, you know. But other than that, though, really though, but like I said, I've been making money every day since December 15th. Every single day. There's not been one day that I didn't get, even if it was just $20, something in the mail. You know.
Right.
My story, man.
Right. So William,
it's great.
So William, I think you're in the same boat that I was. This passive income is something new. I mean, you like me. Now when we get finished, like when I get finished repairing a vehicle, hey, I'm unemployed until I start on the next one and get the next one done.
Right.
Right.
Exactly. Yeah. So like I said, I was wrapping up. Like I said, I've been doing it for almost 40 years, you know. And, you know, man, it gets hot down here in Miami, you know, going out, you know, doing all these cars. Like I said, I have my sons working with me for the last 10 years or so. I've been kind of supervising, you know, but still, I got to get up 5:30 in the morning. I got to go fight that traffic and everything, you know. I got to get up 5:30 just to get to work at 8 o'clock. You know, that's a bummer, man. You know?
Yeah.
So this program came along, and the guy who brought me in, this guy, he has made $100,000. You know, but he's had this big database, you know. But he's strictly a direct mail guy. He's not an internet guy. He made all this from direct mail. I mean, he's got, you know, maybe 200 or 300 people, maybe more, that, you know, that's been following him, you know, in his direct mail business for the last 10 or 15 years. So, you know, he had a big base. And he emailed me, you know, he emails everybody. And like I said, this guy's made over $100,000 and since October, you know.
Wow.
I'm trying to get to it.
Wow.
$1,000. And another guy, you may see this guy on the internet. What is it? Tom, the furry hat guy, furry hat guy or something.
Right.
You know, the girl I introduced him, and who I brought in, another girl, she introduced him, and he's like you guys. He's on Zoom every day, and he's signing up people, you know, left and right. But the thing is, you know, a lot of people are going to sign up, you know, on that internet deal. It's not as easy as you think, you know. That's why I like this. This is direct mail, and believe it or not, I haven't bought a mailing list. I've been reverse mailing people since December, and I have not bought a mailing. I'm getting ready to buy one, you know, start maybe next month to mail out. But I didn't buy a mailing list for $3.5 months. You know, all reverse mail. You know, I get 10, because like I said, I've been in this business, you know, direct mail 10, 12 years, and I get 10, 12 people every day sending me their stuff. Most of it's junk, you know, and they, but it's not junk anymore. You know, I love to see it come now, you know, because I've been reverse mailing. They say, hey, wait 3, 4, 5 weeks to reverse mailing. No, 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 no. I'm reverse mailing the same day I get it. And a lot of it, no, I'm not waiting. I'm not waiting a month, or somebody else may send it to them, you know.
So I guess my story, for William, I think this is a testament to say that direct mail is still here, is alive and well. It's
right,
and I think
the right opportunity.
Right, this business,
right program, the right opportunity.
This business allows people of all walks of life. I mean, whichever way you want to promote this business. Now, me personally, I like the internet and I like direct mail. I like both of them. And I'm sort of a hybrid. I will do either or. And so,
right, I hear you.
But William is a testament as to you can do this business. If you're not an internet person, you can find success through direct mail.
Yes, you can. Yes, you can. Believe me, it's working. It's working fantastic.
I see we had somebody else to join. Is Reynold Walker. Can you hear me?
Mr. Walker.
Yeah, I can hear you. Can you hear me?
Yes, we can hear you loud and clear.
Okay.
All right, we're going to give you a few minutes. Hey, go ahead and let's hear your story, see your find out what your background is and where you're headed and what's on your mind.
Okay, my name is Ronald Walker. I'm from Miami, Florida. I work as a caregiver, as a home health aide, and I was introduced to this program by my sponsor, Pandora Martin. And she reached out to me, and she was telling me that her sponsor never won in most of the programs he was in. So he reached out to her about this program and shared with her how much income he made from the time he joined until now. So that piqued my interest. Yeah. So when he shared that with me, I was saying, well, if everything I was trying wasn't working, so I said, okay, let me look into it. So that's why I'm here. And she was saying it's just direct mail. You don't have to do online marketing to win in this program. You could do strictly offline and win in this program. So yeah, so that was right down my alley when she had shared that with me. So, and the only thing you have to do is you could do the mailing yourself, or the company could do the mailing for you. And so to me, that's a win-win because that's hands off, if you choose to do that. So, so when you shared that with me, I said, man, this could be really a passive program. So that's why I joined the program. So,
awesome.
So that's why I'm here. Yeah.
Awesome.
Welcome.
Is this Mr. Ronald? Is this your first direct mail business that you've ever done, or have you done anything similar to this in the past?
I did something similar to this in the past. It has a residual component to it, but with that you had a monthly fee. You had to pay $200 a month to be in that program. And I never made a dime in it when I was in it, and I was in it for like 4 months. So wow.
Wow. We've all been there. We've all been there.
200 a month? Did you say 200 a month? Wow.
We've all
did that, though, right? We've all been there.
Right.
Yeah.
All right.
I've been there, did that.
Well, we thank you for that, Mr. Walker. I know we have John. We tried to chime in with John a few minutes ago. John, are you there? John's still not there. All right. Well, I think we've heard a little bit from everybody, but I think, well, like I said, earlier, is that this right here, we all inspire each other, and me and Pandora, we You know, we spend hours on the phone every day, you know, discussing business. Because I mean, for me now, and I know some people feel the same way I feel. I've always been a marketer, but you have to look at it. It's like we're not around in our everyday lives. We're not around people that think like we think.
Exactly.
So
agreed.
when you are able to latch on to somebody and you can sort of you know, you can sort of lock arms with somebody that thinks the way you think. I mean, you know, we talk about so much stuff. We talk about strategies. We talk about, I mean, we came up with, okay, let's put a team together. Let's get this thing moving. And so, you know, I want to thank Pandora because this was my first Zoom. And, you know, I called Pandora up. I said, you know, I think I want to do a Zoom. She was like, well, go for it. And I say, oh, wow. I said, well, let me put this together. I said, you know, because we, you know, earlier today, you know, we was sort of rehearsing on what we're going to do and what we're going to say. And, you know, and I said, well, you know, I know we're going to run into some glitches when we get started. But I said, hey, you know, your first time, hey, you're going to run into stuff. But the thing of it is that, you know, everybody that's on this panel here, we're leaders, you know, and even the people that is listening, you know, you're a leader if you don't think you're a leader. It just lurks right beneath the surface if it's not already on the surface. So what you have to do, like with this team, we have some very powerful stories. And I'm going to tell you, William, your story really inspired me because I work with retailers every day. And matter of fact, I worked with a guy. It was so strange. I saw a picture of you on the internet when you was with, you know, was doing with another guy. He had gotten you on the phone and it had your picture. And this guy he works at the body shop with me, and he's a detailer. And I'm telling you and this guy could be brothers. It was just so strange. I was like, man, he looks like this guy that works with me. And so, but your story, when Pandora had told me a little bit about you, it really inspired me. You know, and so I think, you know, all of us can inspire and we can touch somebody.
Right,
exactly. We put this together when me and Pandora discussed putting a team together. She came up with the name. I said, hey, it sounds great to me. And I said, let's go with it because we're going to touch a lot of people. And, you know, I know a lot of people will be looking at this on the recording. But what I can say is, you know, if you're looking at this, I don't care whose page you're on or whatever, hey, get together with us because I think this team right here, you know, we're not the big internet gurus that you can't touch. At least I know I'm not. You can touch me. You can call me. You can message me and I will answer. You know, I'm real. I'm a real guy. And so I think that goes a long way because I have joined programs that, you know, the person I would come in, they promise you all this stuff, then the next thing you know, you can't get in contact with them. And I know in this business now, Pandora, she walked me through a lot of things. I mean, just simple stuff. I mean, just very simple, trivial things that helped me get my business set up and going. And I thank her for that because, you know, without that, I would have had to figure a lot of stuff out on my own. Now I know what to tell my people. You right here, who's ever looking at this, hey, just know that we are real people. We're here to help, and we're here to help you succeed. But anybody got something else to say, Pandora?
One more thing I want to just bring home because, again, I know people are going to be watching this. William, I texted you earlier, and I said you started at level 1, $89. So is it safe to say, for our conversation, he took $89 and turned it into $9K at this point? $9,000.
Without any more money out of my pocket, all from the profits from this business. I didn't say, well, okay, in the next week I'm gonna save. You know, I'm gonna see if I got some savings or I can go to the next level. No. Every level I went to, it was from the profits I made from starting from that $89.
Now that's amazing.
Wow. Yeah, that's amazing.
That's amazing.
That's a great return on investment.
Wow.
Amen to that. Yeah.
And William, I don't think you had the company mail your letters yet, right? You haven't used
not
that
yet.
yet.
That's my next move. I was going to level 5, but instead of going to level 5, I'm gonna let them mail 2,000 for me instead of spending that money going to level 5 to 2,500 bucks.
Yeah.
I'm gonna take it and let them mail 2,000 letters for me, and maybe next week.
Nice.
And that way, and then once I get sales from that, then I can go. I can go ahead on and jump to level 5.
Nice. That makes sense.
Now, if nobody doesn't get that, I don't know what else we could tell you. Someone came in at level 1, never came out of pocket, used all the profits, and moved up to level 4, and took that $89 investment, turned it to $9,000. That's amazing. And never used a list.
Nope.
The company has not mailed their 200 letters. That's just amazing. That's amazing.
Yeah.
Right. Yeah, that's inspiring. That's an inspiring story.
Wow. Well, I just want to say I'm just glad to be here. Glad everybody could make it, and this is going to grow, guys. This is our first one, and we're going to try to do this. I think, Micah, we said we're going to try to do it every week, right?
Right.
Okay, and then as we, people are going to be getting results. They'll come on and talk about your testimony.
Listen, guys. One more thing.
Yeah.
That's why I reached out to Pandora, because I know Pandora can get the job done. Okay. I know why I may be her sponsor, but when it comes to leader, she can get it done. That's why I reached out to her, because like I said, we did some business in the past, and mine. She made some money, but mine, I failed miserably because I couldn't get it going, but she's an internet marketer and she can do all that stuff. I said, well, let me call Pandora. It was the holidays. I remember now. I think I was Thanksgiving or something. I forget what it was.
Yeah.
Christmas,
Yeah, it was a Friday. It was a Friday.
Yeah. And she got right back to me, like I said. That's why I reached out to her, because I know she, knows what she's doing.
You're right. She do.
We got a good.
And she can help all of us.
Yes, we all, bring some great things to the table, and that's why we got that Facebook group. And we've put, like a get started email with information, pertinent information for everybody down to the labels, the return addresses, and all that, guys. So we're gonna keep adding.
Pandora, can I ask you? You said, is there a cover letter there somewhere y'all using? Y'all got a cover letter?
Yes, it's in. It should be in the group. If it's not, I'll make sure I add it or I'll email it to you.
Yeah, let me have one of those, because let me get a cover letter in there so I can, once I start, because I made up a cover letter. I want to see y'all, because I know it's probably professional or whatever.
I'm gonna send it right over to you.
Okay, great. All righty.
Anything else, guys? Anybody?
I'm good.
All right.
I'm good.
John ever come on? John never
I
made
don't
it.
think we ever got John. I think he's just a spectator. I think he's looking at us. I'm thinking he's listening.
Okay. Yeah. Okay. No worries here. But we'll have.
Then again, he might have had this Zoom stuff. A lot of even a guy like me got to figure it out.
Yeah.
Even if you want to get on,
maybe mute it out or something.
Right,
yeah.
And I'm glad I got the number, because I can't get it on there. I could get it on my internet on the computer, but I don't have a micro speaker or anything on there. I can't talk through it.
Okay, gotcha. Right. Well, wonderful. Anything else, Micah?
I think that is it. And once again, I like to thank each and every one of you guys for showing up.
Absolutely.
This is the beginning of a big thing. So, I wish everyone the best of business. I'm not gonna say luck, because I think we have the blueprint to be successful. So
absolutely,
I think it's just a matter of just following protocol.
Absolutely. And Micah's recording this, so he's going to record it, and then he's going to give it to me. I'm going to load it in the group so we can, use this.
There you go.
Yeah. Okay.
All right. Well, like I said, thank everyone for showing up, and I want everybody to have a good rest of your Sunday evening.
Yes.
And we'll see you hopefully next week.
Absolutely, guys. Have a great week.
All right.
Thanks
All right.
for coming on. Appreciate it.
All right.
Absolutely.
All right, guys. Have a great one.